So, what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is the cycles and the ebbs and flows of life. How life works, how you're going to experience things, all the different trials and tribulations that you're going to go through, unexpected events, expected events, and how you could basically control and harness your future to the best of your ability with the knowledge that I'm going to be giving you in this video. So, something that we clearly all already know is that life isn't always going to go as planned. Life isn't always going to work in a certain expected way. You're never going to have a certain expected outcome right away instantly. It's never going to be instantly manifested into reality. It's going to take time for you to get a certain outcome that you expect. You can't just tell yourself right now, I want the outcome of $10 million in my bank account. Pick up the phone, check your bank account, $10 million. You can do that over years, over time, but not instantly. So, what you guys have to understand is that life has a lot of different phases. I'm going through different phases in my life. Likely you guys are definitely going through different phases in your life. And what you have to realize is that life is an inconsistent battle against all of these external activities, external things that occur. And your only goal is to simply be in control of it. That's it. It's literally your only objective is just to be in control of yourself and of your life, despite all of the external things. And once you're able to do that, even though it might sound simple, but it's really not, once you're able to do that, that's where you'll be able to overall achieve success in basically any aspect of your life. So, how can we do this? How can we basically take control of our lives despite the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the discrepancies within our day-to-day? Well, what you have to do is have a certain plan that you follow daily. For example, a plan that I'm following right now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm following the challenge of Caliber Inferno, which is 150 days of basically extreme discipline. 2 workouts a day, wake up at 4 a.m. every day, basically minimum 6 hours of deep work every single day, so on and so forth. So I'm following a strict routine, a set of rules that I must complete every single day, and that's what keeps me on track in life. Now, throughout the challenge, throughout every single day, yes, there are bad moments, yes, there are difficult moments, yes, there are things that I don't want to happen, but happen regardless of me wanting them to happen or not. So the only way that I'm able to stay on track and control all of these different things, which as in different things I'm referring to my life, is simply following the routine, the set of rules, the strict set of rules. And within those strict set of rules, you have to be following a certain goal or have a certain outcome that you expect, like how I talked about earlier. The outcome isn't going to come instantly. It's not going to come right away. I'm sure a lot of you guys have big goals and want things in life. They're not going to come right away, so you're just going to have to get used to putting your head down and dealing with the boring and difficult times. So, let's just put it this way. If you're able to follow the strict set of rules, and within those strict set of rules, there's a goal and an outcome that you desire that's far bigger than you. And it has to be far bigger than you. This is an extreme key. It has to be far bigger than you, because if it's not bigger than you, then you're always going to put yourself in the way you feel and what you want to do in the moment and the instant gratification that you want ahead of it. And that's only gonna deteriorate your progress and your likelihood of ever achieving that goal at all. So that's what you guys need to do. Cut out all of the BS. Cut it out. You need to make something of yourself far bigger than you and have that goal. Because once it's bigger than you, why do you think that men went to war back far, far long ago? They didn't go to war just for themselves. They wanted to prove something, show that they're able to provide, show that they have resources, more resources than the next man. And that way they could grow this large family, grow an empire, be able to lead their troops to war. It's far, far bigger than them. That's why all of these ancient individuals, whatever you want to call them, were able to achieve such great success. Alexander the Great, prime example. So once we find out what that actual goal is or outcome that we want of life, all that we have to do from then on is simply follow the playbook, follow the rules, and then focus on getting closer to that outcome every single day. These two components, with extreme desire and action to getting toward that actual goal, is what's going to set you up to change your life completely, permanently. And I know this to be a fact because I've done it in a period of my life and it worked. I've seen other people do it in their lives and are still doing it, and it's working. There's books that show that this works. It's a guaranteed, proven formula. Nothing is guaranteed in life, but this is your highest likelihood of guaranteeing something like this in your life. So, what else can we do? What else can we wrap up around this that's basically crucial in order for all of this to work? Because what I've told you guys, it is simple. It sounds simple, which it is, but it's not easy. Simple doesn't mean easy. They don't equate. So throughout this entire thing, there's going to be a lot of distractions. And this is where a lot of people tend to veer off, because especially when you're doing something that has so much depth into it, chasing something that is so difficult that 99.9% of people aren't doing or will never do, you feel like you deserve some sort of pleasure, enjoyment, whatever that is. And that's what leads to you basically destroying your life and never getting to that goal. Once you're able to withstand these things that hold you back, that's when you're able to unlock achievement. But most people keep running towards all of the distractions, all of the things that are going to hold them back, and I was one of those people, and I know that to be a proven fact because I'm just speaking from experience. So what you guys have to realize is that for a long period of time, unfortunately, use whatever word you would like to insert, but you're gonna have to suffer. That's just what it is. You're just gonna have to go through a long period of boredom, agony. You're not really gonna have too much enjoyment within yourself, but this is what it takes. It's unfortunate, but if you really want what you say you want, you have to be willing to go through whatever it is and give enough in order to get back what you want. As every religious text says, you reap what you sow, and that's what it is. So there's no cutting corners around that. Another thing that you guys need to realize is that as much of the negative things that you have in your life, as much as you want to keep these things or habits in your life, you have to deduct more. There's always more that you can deduct, even though you don't want to. You don't want to deduct the smoking, the drinking, the partying, and you start to think in the back of your mind that you're doing all of this stuff, but Or why can't I at least do one of these things? Like, I'm a human being. That's what you start to think in your mind. Once you get into this state of achievement and trying to achieve so much of this stuff, our mind convinces ourselves that we're deserving of something else. And this is why it's so important, another reason that the goal is bigger than you, like I mentioned earlier. Because if the goal isn't bigger than you, every time you get the urge to indulge in the fruits of life early on, before you achieved the achievement that you're setting out to achieve, it's just going to damage you. It's just going to make you fall backwards and backwards. You're not going to be able to achieve such large things if all you do is let all of these simple things, instant gratification, hold you back. That's not the ideal person that is going to achieve these crazy results. We're not talking about 1 million net worth, 5 million net worth. We're not talking about average results. We're talking about serious results, remarkable results, extraordinary results. And that takes you being like no other, being like nobody else. So deduct more from your life. You're not going to want to. I don't want to. But as men, we have to think logically enough to understand what we need to input and what we need to remove. There's a lot that we can remove, and that's just what it is. Remove the negative things, remove the bad habits, and once you are left with no baggage, no bad habits, no negativity, no basically weight holding you down in your life, then you have to combine that with all of the other things. This is the secret ingredient to success. And once you're able to combine all of these things together, logically speaking, logically thinking, all it is waiting and doing. That's it. If you're able to do that, then you're going to get what you want in the end. But it's not easy to do. But anything worth achieving isn't easy to do. So everything I'm saying is simple, applicable, and if you want it bad enough, you're able to have it if you follow all the steps that I just said. And this isn't just a video that you watch once. You need to write this down and break it down into your life and how you can actually apply it into your life. I hope at least one person that watched this video is able to take something from it and become something with using what I told you guys, because I know that I will. So be like me. In the future, the outcome is available to you. It's not available now, but it will be in the future. So